always thought that like Prime Day was for people who don't have Amazon
They
Prime.
can like try it out.
To try it out where it will ship so fast, you get it at a great price, and you don't have to pay for Amazon Prime.
I thought it was like a Cyber Monday for Amazon.
It may be that too. I just always thought it was like, I don't know.
I like those TikToks of the guys who's like, here's Amazon products that you need around your house. And it always looks like, wow, I really need any of it. And then I watch it a second time and I'm like, I don't need any of this. Yeah. It'll be like a cereal like thing where you can put all your different cereals. I don't eat cereal. Well, like in my mind, I'm like, I should get something to individually, like, oh, you can see through so you know how much cereal you have left. But I don't eat cereal.
But it's after I bought it. And then I'm like, I don't need this at all.
Yeah.
I saw a little doodad the other day that I really thought I need, and I still kind of want it. It's like a clothes hanging extender. It's another hook that you put on a clothes hanger.
I've seen those,
that can be another hook. So you can save space in your closet.
Is it for like jeans or
any
just
hanger?
shirts?
It's like a little hook. It's so simple. And you can buy a pack of 60 for like $7.
60?
But I feel like that's a scam.
How? Tell me.
Because
I'm reading the reviews. I see a lot of positive things, Mike.
Because if the clothes is what takes up the space. So if you're going to put another piece of clothing in, you're not like increasing the amount of width in your closet.
The rack space, huh? So we're reducing rack space. We might be doubling the weight. But no, I think a T-shirt also being hung with a T-shirt like that, rather than just two bulky ones next to it. It's just...
You think you're saving the width of the hanger is...
Look at the pictures, man.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I 100% understand what you're saying, and that makes sense to me.
Like, it's not like you're getting more space. The width of the T-shirt being lowered by 4 inches is not going to make you have more space.
Lower it down to 3, like even more, dude.
It would be, though, like you'd either have to take out existing hangers that are already up there to put them in.
Right.
Because it'll still take up
I
the
gotta
same
see a
amount of
picture of
space.
this. I don't get it. I need
Am
to see
I pulling it up right now, or are we doing it later?
I want to
like,
see
are you saying that you would get it for your already like stuffed closet and then add more hangers?
Downwards. Do we understand that it's going down?
100%, but it's still the same amount of room in the closet in terms of like if your clothes are already stuffed together, it'll just be creating more stuffed.
I don't think it's for a full closet.
It's where...
We'll take a look.
I understand. I totally get your argument, but I really do think that it does substantially.
When they're showing you the photos, are there other clothes touching it, or is it like a beautiful photo from away? Like, look at how it lays nicely.
They're all good. I need to see. Can you please pull the picture?
Yeah, like
yeah.
I want to see a picture of like with clothes on to see what you guys are even talking about.
I also like that the girl. She's like a science YouTuber, and she created a new type of hanger. She was. Have you seen the video where she's like, I want to put something against the wall, but I don't like how far it sticks out, and she invented like a folding hanger.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
Cool.
That is genius.
Okay,
but let's see it.
These are the hooks.
Less space.
So these are the hooks. Well, okay, those are what the hooks look like. You put them on the hanger.
Yeah, they're... Is that underwear?
Sorry. I only look like bras.
Oh.
People are hanging there,
instead of that, but then it hangs downwards like that.
Yeah, but you see, they're not showing
other clothes
on either side of it. It's the same thing.
Why don't you try it and see?
Yeah, I'm going to try it. It's $7.
It's also Amazon, so it's such an easy return if you want to return it.
I think Patricia would get a big kick out of it.
I just think
it's the one.
You're not creating any more space. This is it's a scam. Agree. You're just buying more hangers.
Maybe mentally it feels like they are, and that's why it's nice. Well, it's weird. You said you read reviews and people were like...
People are loving it, going, this was the best thing for my closet.
People are idiots. You ever meet people?
Yeah,
they're idiots.
There's a lot out there.
Well,
what's good, everybody? Welcome back to Good Influences.
Welcome back.
It has been so long since we've all been together.
It has been. Are you cancer-free?
I guess so. I'm cancer-free. They did it's not an extraction, it's an excision. I learned that.
An excision?
Oh, yeah. What is it? Yeah, sorry.
I'm just trying to get the verb.
Excision.
Okay.
Like you excavate the area where the skin cancer was. Went in, got the procedure, and my spot was so small. It was like the size of like a dime, I felt like, or a nickel. And I thought that's what they were just going to remove.
Yeah.
It's just that in a circle. I didn't realize it was going to be this big ass line, like a full cut and multiple stitches. I was expecting 3 or 4.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure I got around like 15. I didn't ask, but I was counting.
Did it hurt?
shots the anesthesia that they give you.
Like local
Those
anesthesia?
really hurt. Like
Yeah.
you felt like
lidocaine, what is it?
Yeah, I guess so. It almost kind of did feel like it was like a numbing sensation,
Yeah.
like as if you got your gums numbed or
I
anything
hate- yeah.
dentally.
Ugh.
But it felt like the needles were like 6 inches long.
my
I thought
God.
it was gonna like hit my spine.
Oh my
And then I was
You're
just
getting an
never gonna be able to.
epidural.
I was never gonna be able to walk again. That hurt the most. And then it's so freaky how medical advancements have gotten us to this point where they are able to numb an entire spot of your body, cut it
Remove
open.
cancer.
Yeah, and you feel nothing, and you can see the blood.
So you didn't
like,
feel it when they
coming
were like
off
doing
there.
it.
No, not really. It felt
Crazy.
like I described it as like a Party City like dummy, or like it felt like it was like a Halloween, like I don't know. It was just numb and like
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to describe.
Yeah, I've gotten like mole, like things removed before, but it's
Oh.
like the same kind of process, obviously not as big, but it's
Yeah.
like weird. Like one of them was right here. So I literally just watched them like scoop it out. I was like, that's crazy. I can't like feel that.
Oh, I couldn't imagine if like I could be
See?
in visual
I was gonna
zone
say, did they
of
like
it.
show you
No,
when they
it was
took
just I should have asked for pics,
Yeah.
but I was
Did they
just, like,
go against the grain or with the grain on your back?
against? So it's long. It's long.
So it's-
and
it's
I
like
thought
this.
it would really be like nothing. I thought, oh, I can walk out of here and go about my day. But Connor Franta, good friend, he got his excision done in his chest, and he was like, "Get ready. It's actually pretty like painful and rough." And I'm like, okay, no. Everything I
it's
do,
okay.
it's just always like, ow.
I mean,
ow,
they
'cause you
scooped
feel like
cancer
this-
out of your fucking body.
I
dude.
know, but
In your
I've
back,
been
too.
mindful of the stitches because your lat kind of
Well, stop moving.
controls so much mobility.
He's like,
I don't want them to rip like this.
yeah.
Is it hard to like fall asleep? Like, or do you not like sleep on your back really?
I don't. You just want to be like completely flat and not be moving
Yeah.
around. So
Oh.
yeah, it's been kind of hard. But
Did,
I
they,
think
did they give you any party drugs?
no, nothing.
That's
I've just
insane.
been like high doses of ibuprofen. Is
That's
the
so
only...
annoying.
Yeah,
I'm just
you would
kidding.
think one of the things you'd get like, hey, here's some ecstasy or cocaine.
I feel like they don't even give.
Here's your
good-
oxys.
I feel like they don't even
Not
give.
even anything that would help.
I feel like,
Ecstasy.
Yeah, why not? It's
I feel like
2024.
They don't even like give good drugs anymore.
No,
like, to
they
people.
don't.
They don't want anyone to be
Yeah, they
addicted.
can't. It's a whole problem.
Well,
It's a
yeah, it is
whole
a
thing.
problem, but
So, okay, I don't want to sound dark, but like
What?
when you, like when they were like, not actually dark, well, it is, but when they scheduled the surgery, how did they know it wouldn't like spread in between? You know what I
Carly,
mean?
great questions.
Like, that's what I would
thought
be
the
worried about.
same thing, but I think skin cancer moves in a different way
Okay. They
compared
move
to
different.
other cancers.
Got
like,
it.
Because I remember when she scheduled it. This was I feel like a month
So,
ago.
because when you said when you were
was
getting
like
it removed, I was like,
July.
I'd be so scared it would like transfer.
I'm like, but I'm gonna be fine, right? Like it's not gonna move. She goes, "Oh no, sweetheart, you're gonna be just fine. This is totally normal to like
Oh.
remove a skin cancer of what it is that I had."
the basal
Yeah.
cell.
So I think I'm cancer free. I didn't get to ring a bell. You know?
you
They didn't give
should've.
you a Livestrong bracelet or anything on your way out.
That's testicular.
None of it.
Oh, is that only testicular cancer?
Well, that's how
Well,
it started.
The
Stolen
yellow-
valor. I was gonna buy one.
You were
Yellow.
gonna buy one.
The yellow wristband, like the yellow color, symbolizes testicular cancer. Pink ribbons are breast
Breast.
cancer. Purple ones are pancreatic.
Matt goes all in. He's going to do the cancer walks.
I should, but please go get checked. It also seems like some of our listeners went and got checked and actually
Yes.
got diagnosed with skin cancer.
That's crazy. So you just go get checked.
You may have saved a life.
I may have saved a life.
So
and if
tea.
you haven't already, do go get checked. But yeah, I can't work out for like a whole month. I haven't been able to take a shower.
no.
Today, I think I'll be able to take like a body shower
sponge
of
bath?
this area.
Patricia
and
gave
then I
you sponge
have to, yeah, right? She's
What are
like
you
my
gonna
social
do?
worker. What?
What are you gonna do?
What about the shower?
That you can't work out.
Oh, I'm just gonna have to deal with it.
Whoa.
Can you sit there and like work your legs out or anything?
Yeah, I've been asking AI to like come up with like a workout plan
Oh, that's
for
good.
me to like, because they understand where it is on my body.
Yeah.
That I want to like keep my body moving, but do a nicer process for it. But right now, no, can't do any heavy lifting.
Such a good idea.
Yeah.
ChatGPT coming in clutch.
Yeah, you really give it context.
I use ChatGPT 5 times a day.
it's the best.
It's better.
Nolan is like obsessed with it now too. I'm
It's
like,
better
oh.
than Google.
What are you asking him?
Okay, like yesterday.
Or
I-
Or
her.
her.
Or her.
Probably a her.
Or they.
I wanted to
Yeah.
make some food in my air fryer, and I have a toaster oven. It's like one of the ones that you like
Yeah.
It's got a thing, but it also is an air fryer. Because like when you say toaster, people think it's the 2 slots.
Mansplaining a toaster oven to a woman.
I've said I'll throw it in the toaster to people, and they think that I'm talking about the thing that you put like Pop-Tarts in.
Sure.
A toaster oven is the one with the drawer. But
Yeah.
it's a toaster oven and an air fryer.
Well, every oven's an air fryer.
No,
Yeah.
air fryers need a fan.
Don't ovens have fans?
Not all toaster ovens.
Oh, no.
Anyway,
Toaster oven. Okay, sorry. I was wrong.
on my toaster oven, there is a setting that says fan, toast, and air fry. And when you turn it on, it's the exact same thing. It's like it heats up and the fan is on. And I've never been able to determine what the difference is. And I looked in the booklet and it says to use fan mode, turn it to fan mode, and to use air fry. I Googled it. I couldn't find the answer. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just figure this out because I look at this every day. ChatGPT. I have the Cuisinart toaster oven air fryer. What's the difference between fan bake and air fry? And how should I use this when looking at recipes for air frying? Basically, this is not interesting at all.
I'm interested. I'm
air
here.
fry is a much faster fan, and like fan toast is a slower fan. So they're like, if you want to use air fryer recipes, use the air fry feature. If you want to like heat up baked goods, you use the fan fry.
Oh.
But like, I don't know. I
gets-
couldn't figure it out with Google. It wasn't in the instructions, and ChatGPT gave me the answer in 1 second.
Oh, they're so good. I know. And like my mother-in-law was like, Matt, do you know about how companion miles work on the Southwest credit card? Like, I just don't know how to use the companion pass for like, she's thinking like, I know how her credit card works, how the membership works. And I'm like, I'm not going to go on their website and try to go through all that. I just asked ChatGPT and like explain it simply for my mother-in-law. It was like, here it is. And she's like, wow. This is unbelievable. It saved me all like the time and trouble. It's great.
Yeah, and you prompted it with "for my mother-in-law."
Yeah.
Like, do you think it changed the tone for that, like to be extra?
Yes.
Boomer.
Yes, it did. It did. It's perfect.
Extra mother-in-law-y.
And I was looking up like philosophy terms. I was trying to just learn about like Kant's categorical imperative and like metaphysical ethics. And I was just like,
As one does.
I was just like interested in learning
I
about
looked
it. And
that
then
up
it gave me
yesterday.
the answers. And I go, I'm not smart. Explain this simpler. And then
That's what I always do. Explain like a 5.
Yeah.
explain like I'm 5.
And then you're like, okay, I'm not that dumb.
Yeah, you get pissed at it.
Yeah,
Okay.
like, okay. You're more explain to me like I'm 12. Like,
Yeah.
That's where I feel like.
Yeah.
I also never say please and thank you. I am so rude to it, and it feels so good. Because you don't get to be rude to people in real
I
life.
give it kindness when it's giving out ideas.
That's weird.
When I feel like it did a good job on like an idea, I'm like, okay, those were pretty good. But so, like I do because I want it to affirm that it's on the right track, but like it needs to be better.
Good job, kitten.
Good job. Does your AI have a name?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
What do you named it?
No,
Hey,
I haven't.
Shelley.
But some have. I know that
Shelley.
some people have like asked it to name itself. Also, mine is a man. It's not a woman. When I
Of course
play,
it is.
because yours is a woman when you play it, but mine's a man.
When you play it.
Oh, when you do
Like
the voice?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Is it because you wouldn't believe a woman would like come up with these ideas?
100%. Oh, no woman would ever know that.
How was the Cape? You're also on the Cape.
Oh yeah, went to the Cape. Loved it.
What was your favorite part?
My favorite part of the Cape in general, I love Chatham. Actually, I did like Provincetown, but it felt like.
Surprising.
But we stop. No,
What's
but I felt
Providence?
like
It's like where all the gays
No,
live.
and that was the thing. That was the thing. I knew that it was like a bit of like a gay.
Yeah.
A gay town.
Yeah.
But I thought it was going to
The
be like,
gay
I thought it
town.
was going to be like San Francisco.
No.
Or like,
Like West Hollywood.
Like, no,
P-Town in the summer, like...
Yo, yeah, it was full like, even Patricia was like, should we be here? Not out of like, this isn't for us, but like,
I don't like
seems
this.
like this is for other people
Yeah.
and we shouldn't be
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
So,
Like you're infringing on them.
right.
Yeah.
It was a little bit of that. And then there was Patricia, we were walking into town and she goes, can you carry my purse? And I go, yeah, of course, I'm carrying a purse. And then some girl goes, Matt King? And I'm like, hey, what's up? She's like, can we get a picture? I'm like, absolutely. I'm taking the photo. And then right after, I'm like, fuck, I was holding a purse in that the whole time.
There's like a pride flag behind you.
Yeah, so she's like,
like
caught
out of a
Matt King in
sitcom.
P-Town, just like,
You're like, yes, girl.
but I liked P-Town in terms of like how intimate the shops were and how vibrant and how active like the foot traffic was. I feel like Chatham and like a lot of the other towns were a little bit more like quiet and slower. I'd like the bustle of P-Town. And I thought the houses were like even nicer in P-Town than I saw in Chatham.
Down.
Oh.
I guess my style of architecture. I don't know. Like, I think they had a little bit more fun with the houses. And it was cool eating at the Lobster Pot, you know, where Anthony Bourdain worked at. Like the whole first chapter of Kitchen Confidential is all about that. So
what's it
that
called?
was cool.
The place you ate at?
The Lobster Pot.
The Lobster Pot. Okay.
They make great lobster. That was my favorite part, eating lobster. And staying at the resort.
This episode is sponsored by Osea, one of my favorite skincare products, honestly. I love their Sea Mist spray for your face. Just throwing that out there. It's a good one. And I think we all know scents can take us back to a time. When you smell something, it like connects to a memory. I don't know about you guys, but one of my favorite memories is summer, which is happening right now. But you know, when it's the deep, dark depths of winter and you're like, where's summer? I need it right now. Osea has got you with their scents. Osea's algae body oil smells like summer, bottled with all natural uplifting notes of mango, mandarin, grapefruit, lime, and cypress. It's also clinically proven to instantly improve skin elasticity and deeply moisturize, leaving skin silky and soft, which I feel as though we all want. I do love the body oil. First of all, it does smell like summer. I love that. And it just makes me feel so soft and a glow. We love a glow. I try to put only glowy things like on my face, and now that I have something for my body, like, couldn't be happier. Get healthy, glowing skin for summer with clean, vegan skin and body care from Osea. Get 10% off your first order site-wide with code GOOD at OCMalibu.com. You'll get free samples with every order and free shipping on orders over $60. Head to OCEAMalibu.com and use code GOOD for 10% off.
I've never had lobster, like, I don't think. I've never had, like, a lobster.
They really did pull a... Do you know the history of lobster? That it used to be like
poor people food.
Yeah, they would feed it to like prisoners because it was considered
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was considered cheap and dirty and like bugs, like eating insects because they kind of are like the insects of the sea. And then somehow they pulled the old switcheroo and they're like, no, this is actually a delicacy. And
because the thing is that lobster, you cannot eat it once it's dead. Like once it's dead, it becomes poisonous. That's why live lobster is so important. It has to be live and then cooked live. So then if you look at the 50s,
I was like, wait a minute, I'm not eating live lobster.
No, it just has to be cooked live immediately. So then
So
you had
that's
all
why they
of
torture
these,
them.
Well, then the reason why it became such a delicacy because it was such a flex that you were able to get the live lobster all the way to a certain location, still alive, and then eat it right there on the spot.
you have to boil it, every lobster alive.
Yes.
That's what I mean by torture. Just like the videos of like,
TJ's dad, they live like right on the Cape Cod Canal, and he catches his own lobster, like has full-blown lobster traps in there.
Wow.
Collects them during the week, and he has like, you know when you go to the grocery store and you see like the lobster tank?
Yeah, it's really scary.
He literally has one of those
In his house?
in like the garage, which is like
I
his
didn't know
like
that.
he catches all his fish, like everything that they eat.
In
like,
which river is he getting this?
an ocean.
Which ocean?
I don't know.
The Atlantic?
In Cape Cod.
Probably the Atlantic Ocean.
I thought it's more of a...
It's a
Cape.
canal.
Oh, it's a canal?
Yeah. So
There's no like
Scarlett Johansson's
shore.
gonna
It doesn't
tell us.
like ebb and flow like
Which
when you're in the
body
Cape.
of water?
Is the Cape Cod
Well, it does
Canal.
ebb and flow, but it doesn't...
Cape Cod?
Canal.
Cape Cod Canal. The Cape Cod Canal connects Cape Cod Bay in the north to Buzzards Bay in the south.
Buzzards Bay.
That's just saying what it connects to.
What's the body of water where
the Boston Harbor?
people catch
Yeah.
lobster?
You dumb bitch.
The Atlantic Ocean.
Boring.
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 But yeah, so and it's so funny because you know like those things that you can get at IKEA, and it's just like a container, like a clear container. He puts them all like individually in that so they can't like fight with one another.
They can't fight.
What, like
Yeah.
shoe boxes? Like clear?
No, they like kill each other.
Oh, wow.
In the tank?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, so is that why at like grocery stores they have rubber bands? Oh, sad. I just remember like walking, especially in the Midwest, like who wants lobster in the Midwest?
that's
However,
disgusting.
being in the grocery store, just smelling that section, I'd always like gag.
Yeah, you're not like a seafood gal.
Ugh,
And the tanks are always like dirty and like green
Yeah.
and just like...
they're not
Not
living their best
Tim's.
life. Not Tim's is pristine.
But I love eating a lobster.
Does
I
it
love
taste good?
Yes, when you add a little bit of butter and lemon to it.
I want to try it. I've never tried it.
Oh yeah, go to Cape Cod. Go somewhere where like they take pride in the lobster. I would not have a full lobster in LA.
Oh, I was talking about when I go back to Omaha.
I guess are there lobsters in Omaha?
Well, they have what's the big restaurant?
Oh,
Red Lobster.
Red Lobster. They
That's
got those.
disgusting.
I know.
Wait, I wouldn't eat a.
I'm kidding.
full
I know. I'm
lobster.
kidding. It's like going to Taco Bell.
I would
for
never
Mexican
even
food.
go there.
What's so significant about an Omaha steak?
I don't know.
They're so good.
Is it just because?
I don't even know if I've had one. I'll be honest.
No, you have.
I don't know.
Okay, is it
There's-
Omaha steak just the brand of the farm that it came from, or is it a certain type of cut is an Omaha steak, like a ribeye or
Or a New York steak.
a New York fillet?
No, I think it's like the brand because I think you can get different cuts of it.
Okay.
But don't quote me. Ask your AI.
Ask, yeah. What,
Me not even
I'm
know.
not on call.
what makes an Omaha steak an Omaha
I'm gonna be like,
steak?
what? No, I'm gonna be like, what's so special about Omaha
Are you
steak?
asking ChatGPT?
No.
You're asking Google.
Chat Google.
But
Like a
AI pops
boomer.
up now on Google, and it's
Yeah.
it's like so good.
Like if you type it in, it's like the first thing that
Oh,
pops
Google
up.
has their own AI?
okay,
Yeah,
actually, AI did
it's
not
actu-
pop up for some reason.
It's actually pretty nice. They
Oh, Gemini, that's what they call it, right?
yeah, but then I feel like Google shouldn't be doing that because no one's
That's
gonna.
yeah, that's pretty
fun.
hot.
Google Gemini. It's better than Chat GPT.
Wait, that's so chic.
You're loving
What's
this.
special?
Gemini. Now I'm using it.
Oh, you're a Gemini.
Okay, masking
No.
masking the robot. Omaha Steaks is known for several key features that set it apart in the meat and gourmet food industry. This is like too much.
Say,
Quality
I'm
of
dumb.
meat, wide variety, convenience, gift packages, long-standing reputation. But like,
It's a brand.
It's just a brand.
It's a
Yeah.
brand of steak.
Yeah.
yeah, Omaha Steak prides itself on high-quality grain-fed
They're so
beef
yummy.
that is aged with tenderness and flavor. I gotta try one.
I feel like your parents probably.
I probably have, but I
Yeah.
feel like my mom would just get steak from like Costco or
But
whatever.
like, there's always
Sam's
the
Club.
occasion when you're like, let's get an Omaha steak and
See,
celebrate.
I've never heard that sentence.
It's just the name of a company, and they're headquartered in
Omaha.
Omaha, Nebraska.
Yeah.
Got it.
1917.
But
by-
are they cheap?
No.
Okay,
They're
it's
expensive.
like a nice
fancy.
steak.
Give me an.
They're like
Omaha-
fancy, kinda.
Yeah, like you would get like TJ, for example, when he gets like help from his dad's friends, whether it's like legal advice or like business advice, and he'll get them a gift. And like a lot of the time, it's like a box of Omaha steaks.
Oh.
You got me steaks, man, dude. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's a good gift. I love
I
steak.
know that people like buy steaks as gifts for other people,
Yeah.
but I've just
Yeah.
haven't gotten to that point in my life yet.
You don't
where
have enough
I'm gonna
manly-
buy you some
you
steaks,
need
man.
some
Yeah.
more manly friends. I
You
feel
don't know
like
how to
none of
cook a
your-
steak, so that's why.
I feel like it's just our line of business that we're in. If I was like a lawyer, I feel like I'd be buying people steaks and
Right.
people would be buying
Yeah.
me steaks.
Like if you were in the golf world, but like you're a doctor or a lawyer or something with like adults our age.
Yeah.
yeah.
Steaky boy.
Boston was cool though. Beantown.
Is that the first time you've ever been?
We only time I ever went was for like 24 hours when we were doing David's Little Views tour, and we were like special guest for the Wilbur Theater. So no, I didn't get to walk around it that much. It is such a town of history. I feel like it's
Yeah.
like, you know, they got their little Freedom Trail, which is like 2 and a
Sounds
half
racist.
miles. Anything but racist.
I know.
I think it is like 2.5 miles long. It goes through the city and it hits all like the checkpoints of like historical.
Where'd you go?
Historically significant sites. Like Paul Revere's house. Going to like the Bell in Hand and the Green Dragon, which are the places where they like planned the Boston Tea Party. But it felt like a little video game. You would just be
Cute.
like in line, you'd be like, oh, this spot is significant because of this. History is all kind of played out within the city, which I thought was really cool. Beantown, baby.
Is that New London in Boston? Or is that Connecticut?
New London?
Yeah.
That sounds like Connecticut.
Okay.
Newfoundland?
New London, Connecticut.
I was like, is he trying to say New England?
Yeah.
Well, because they were like, when they were making all the colonies, they were naming the cities like New Jersey, New York, New London.
Well, that's like.
They were naming them after.
Oh, whoa.
Well, when Matt first told me he was going to Massachusetts, he said Chatham. And I was like, I would love for him to like guess what the other.
oh, yeah.
Because like Massachusetts, a lot of the states are
That's
based off of Britain.
Right.
So
Wait,
they're
what's
like
wrong with
Worcester.
Chatham?
It's Chatham.
Oh, but is it spelled Chath?
Chatham.
Yes.
We did
So-
a video where she like showed us like, or yeah, didn't you show us the the name,
the word, and you
we
had to like guess how to say it,
and it was impossible because it'd be like, how the fuck do you
like
get this?
Worcestershire sauce? Worcestershire or like Leicester City, that soccer team?
Oh no, yeah, Lobster is literally, but it's spelled like Leister.
Yeah. Well, there's one in Massachusetts. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't know how those.
No, it's very funny.
Like you need a dictionary to understand that.
yeah.
You know what town I loved though? Absolutely loved Plymouth.
Oh yeah, did you see The Rock?
Yes, I saw the
Plymouth is
Rock.
really cute.
It felt like I was in a Disney movie. It
Yeah.
felt like I was in Hocus Pocus.
No, it's
like
so
I was
cute.
like,
Yeah.
I want to see the leaves turn, and I want to just
Yeah.
stay in this little town.
No, it's so cute during the fall.
Oh,
Is The Rock on the
and,
water?
kinda.
But not really.
Like, did they land? They landed on Plymouth
Do you
Rock,
know-
but not the actual rock.
The actual rocks is 1620
It's really
on
small.
so little.
it.
Oh, it's a little rock.
Yeah.
It's a little
Yeah.
rock.
I
and
imagine it's like a big boulder that the
That they
ship
were all
crashed
standing
into.
on.
It's under like this little monument that's like down in the ground, and you walk up and look.
It's
into
really
it.
funny.
It almost looks like it's like a grave site that they have for it, but like the water's right there. But it's really cool. Plymouth Rock.
That sounds stupid. I don't remember the history of Plymouth Rock.
I think that's
where
where
they-
Columbus crashed his boat, right?
It's where
Yeah,
like
they
the
settled.
first Thanksgiving happened was
Yeah.
at Plymouth Rock.
Oh, okay. When they all got along and made.
Oh yeah.
Pilgrims and Indians
You know, the
ate
night-
together.
And they shared each
Yeah.
other's customs with each other.
You should go back in the fall. Like the Cape is so cute, especially that area. Like they have all the cranberry bogs.
Oh, cranberry bogs. I don't know about that. I always wanted to
What
fuck
do you
with
mean?
I always
So
wanted to
offended.
go I've always wanted to go to a cranberry bog because it looks awesome. You know,
Yeah.
you have the little ocean spray drinks, you see the bog. Then I learned about bog spiders.
Uh-oh.
So you know how it's on water, but all
Yeah.
the
Cranberries
cranberries
rise
are
to the
floating
top.
on top.
Yeah.
Well, there are spiders that are known to just live on top of those cranberries, and wherever there's like
God.
activity, they will run and like get
well,
on
just to
you.
look at.
Yeah, just
We don't need to be touching anything.
I know, but I kind of want to get in the little, overalls. And
I feel like
take
the
a picture
ocean's-
of me in a bog.
I think Ocean
could
Spray
see
is
that
like
on your
right in
Instagram.
Carver or something.
Should we go?
Ocean, I would love to.
I really want to go to Salem.
Yeah.
Me too, but
just
I
wanna
heard
go.
to not go on Halloween
Yeah.
because it's
Well,
miserable.
yeah.
I
I
feel
mean,
like
the
the
whole
whole
month of
season's
October, it's like
probably-
really crazy, but I feel like during the week, it's not that bad.
I just want to get into leaf peeping.
What's leaf peeping?
Like looking at foliage.
Oh.
It's leaf peeping. It's basically a hobby. You know how
Dumb
there's
idiot.
professional people
Yeah.
love to go
Bird watching.
bird watching. There are people who like to hunt down the right peak seasons of when the foliage is
Whoa.
at its most vibrant orange and reds and yellows.
And they have to like find specific ones that they're looking for? Or they're just like, oh, that's
I
that
think
one.
it's just catching it at just the perfect timing where it's hasn't fallen yet.
I wish I had the peace and serenity to just be like
leaf
that.
peeper?
Or like a bird watcher. Like, what do you mean?
When you're retired, I think that's
Hey,
just like your
that's
activity.
Blue-breasted
Like, I
whippoorwillo.
still can't
funny.
imagine like not having anxiety and just being like, look at that bird. Like, huh?
Props for bird watchers. I feel like that's like Pokemon IRL
Yeah.
at its finest.
Yeah.
You are going out and
Yeah.
you are hunting down
Besides the
certain
Pokemon
breeds.
game on the phone. That's
Yeah,
pretty
and you're
Pokemon
not throwing
IRL.
balls and catching it, but you're not
Yeah.
battling them. But I think you're really going out and hunting.
Battling
and-
the birds.
I mean, it's probably a really good hobby for like senior citizens. You just kind of go on really slow walks in
Yeah.
nature.
I love when
You're-
someone knows so much about something, like birds or something.
Yeah.
Like if someone just knew all about birds, like I just like that. It makes me want to know that about everything.
Oh yeah,
But that's
people
not
who are
how that-
able to like identify like bird chirps.
Oh,
and be like,
yeah.
that's
Like,
a
that's so
yellow belly
cool.
woodsucker.
That's autism.
Yeah, but because then you get the people who like will
Whatever.
make a
It is
TikTok.
what
Did
it
you know
is.
that in this movie during the golf scene, there's actually the wrong type of bird chirp? I'm gonna write a movie like
Yeah.
people are like, which I've seen before, is people will like in Happy Gilmore when they're playing golf.
I just watched that for the first time.
and
Loved it.
okay, I always wonder
Pretty
about
dumb.
that.
I was kidding, imagine.
Like Adam
Hated
Sandler
it.
movies now, people like shit on Adam Sandler movies because they're like really dumb and stupid.
Well, what's the point?
I know, but when we were growing up, like we were little kids when we watched Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, Big Daddy. If we were like in our 30s when those movies came out, we'd be like, this is fucking stupid.
I think Happy Gilmore is like Happy Gilmore is like not. I feel like it's one that's like held up. Like there was nothing really bad in it, but I feel like all his other movies, there's like.
No,
definitely-
I think he's
Like-
just saying it's like stupid.
Like critics like hate Adam Sandler. Anytime a new Adam Sandler movie comes out, the reviews are like, oh, another terrible, stupid Adam Sandler. And I don't know. Like
I feel like
Jack
I
and-
never agree with that.
Me too. I think that they're great.
except for that Hubie Halloween one.
Oh, I didn't see that one. But
I like to be Halloween.
No, I liked it, but it's really bad.
Yeah, no, it is really bad.
have you seen Jack and Jill?
Yeah, I didn't really like that one.
Rewatch it with like
Okay.
knowing that is the dumbest thing of all. Like Al Pacino's in it, and he gives an Oscar award-winning performance. He is so committed in that movie, and the jokes are unbelievable.
Okay.
I would rewatch it.
Do a
It's
little
really
rewatch.
funny.
Have you seen Long Legs?
Yes, I saw it yesterday.
You did?
I
Yeah.
feel like actually 2 of my stitches popped out from watching Long Legs, and I had nightmares.
Oh fuck.
Oh,
okay.
really?
Is it like really scary?
It's the scariest movie of the year for sure.
Oh my God.
feel like I have seen
I'm
scarier movies. I went in
No
totally
spoilers.
blind.
Yeah,
and
I
I
would
didn't
love
even know who
spoilers.
the actors were in it. And let's just say like the horror villain in this, to me so terrifying.
Well, people
Where
know it's
especially if I
Nicolas
was
Cage.
Okay,
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Oh, yeah,
You didn't even know he was in the
Well,
movie?
When the credits were opening up in the beginning and they're telling you the actors, I'm like, oh,
Nicolas Cage is in
Nick
this.
Cage is in this. So, yeah,
Is he good in it?
Wait, did you like it?
yeah, I
Oh.
liked it. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. I think the landing of the movie could have been differently. I kind of had higher expectations about that. I'm not a fan of. I don't know.
Interesting. I feel like everyone I've talked to hasn't liked it.
Oh, really?
It's
I
getting good
enjoyed it.
reviews on the internet.
I'm scared
Nice.
because it's like demonic, right?
Yeah.
That's like the only kind of horror movies I really don't like, or like.
I
That's
don't
what's
like it.
scary.
I don't like the devil made me do it kind of movies. Like where
Yeah.
I like more like literal thrill in that
Yeah.
it's just an evil person and we're trying to get the evil
Yeah, yeah,
person.
yeah.
I don't like it when there's a supernatural element in it.
And there's not that.
There
think
is a
it's-
little
oh,
bit
okay.
of it. I don't
What's
want to
the
spoil
plot?
much. That a girl is assigned to a case. She's a little clairvoyant, and there's a serial killer in her town. And this guy's been like sending her letters, and
Ooh.
they just don't know how this guy could have committed the murders if he was not there for the murders. And so they're like, how does it happen?
Now I'm like, why is it called Long
It's like
Legs? I don't wanna know.
Daddy, he's a
like-
spider.
it's like very like Silence of the Lambs kind of a movie.
I've never seen it.
Oh, you've never
think
seen
I-
Silence of the Lambs?
No, I don't like scary
don't think
stuff.
I have
Best
either.
picture of 1991. Jodie Foster,
The Lion
Anthony
King.
Hopkins. Hello, Clarice. It's Silence of the Lambs.
Not interested.
Goodbye, horses.
I've never seen it either, and I love horror movies.
Oh, it's
Put the
really
lotion
scary.
in the basket.
All I know
it's-
is put the lotion on the skin.
It's really scary.
Yeah, I'm not interested.
It's really scary.
All the Hannibals, I was always like, no, thank you.
I like that there's like on one of the TikTok ads for it, all the comments are like on Long Legs. They're like, oh, I loved when Nicolas Cage said, hey, Long Legs is back. And like, it's me, Long Legs. That was so scary. Like,
It's me, a long legs.
they're just like pretending like they knew what the big thing was. And like all these dumb catchphrases. Like it was so funny when Nicolas Cage said, hey, it's me, Longy. I'm back from the dead or something.
Yeah, I love when people make jokes like that where they tie in the name of the movie into it.
Yeah.
Wait, Mike, I meant to send this
Like,
to you
I've
the
seen-
other day.
I've seen Stranger Things in this town. Like when Stranger Things, like whatever says.
Did you
it.
like seeing it in the theater? Because we're like debating
Yes,
theater or
because
not.
I think
wait till-
horror, especially like when you're in a theater, you have to subject yourself to the tension and what's on the screen. You're not going to be on your phone. I feel like
I know.
That's
when
the
you're
only way I
watching
watch
things-
horror movies.
That's what I'm saying. It's like a nice little escape to be like, oh, my mom is fine.
I definitely closed my eyes like 2 times. Like,
Is this the real
I-
account?
but
I don't know.
so terrifying to where I came home, took a nap, still had a nightmare.
Oh,
And then, like, during my nap, I
Like,
had a
about the
nightmare.
movie?
And then in the middle of the night, I went to take a pee and I thought of the movie again. And I couldn't shake it out of my head.
Okay,
to
that's
where
that's
it
why
took
I don't
me
want to
30
see it, because I don't like those movies. Like when I saw Hereditary, I was like, or not Hereditary, Insidious. I was like, can't open my eyes during the nighttime now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then you might not want to see this.
I'm gonna
It's
see it.
one of those ones where if I was 11 and I saw this movie, mom
11?
would have to pick me up from the sleepover as soon as possible. That's how
God.
Nicolas Cage's character is just so fucking terrifying.
I can't even imagine Nicolas Cage being like scary at all.
well, he did live in that haunted house
Who's haunted house?
in New
one-
Orleans.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Maybe that he got taken over by spirits.
Or he just was like, I'm going to channel this.
You
Yeah.
weren't thinking like, oh, it's the guy from National Treasure.
See, that's the only thing that's comforting me is when I start thinking about him. I'm like, it's Nicolas Cage, and I like Nicolas Cage. I think he's.
But if it was like a
safe
random
man.
actor,
Does
you
he
would
look
be
really
fucked up.
scary? Like, can you see his face?
Yeah, I don't spoil it for yourself.
she's
I'm not
she's
gonna
gonna watch
see it.
She's
Part
not
of
gonna
the
watch
movie
it.
is like them revealing it to you, and the filmmaking
He's
of
just slow-mo walking down the street.
going completely blind to
Yeah.
it because
Yeah, just don't show me.
I'll be blind forever.
because horror
Nicholas.
the way like a horror film, it's a science of how
Yeah.
you get an audience to be scared,
Yes.
and to continue that tension through without spoiling it.
I know
Wait,
they
that's
haven't.
him?
Yes, stop. Yes.
She's not
yes.
gonna watch
gonna
it.
see it.
Oh, you're not gonna see it.
Yeah.
Don't show them. I thought you were about to just reveal it.
I thought it was going to be way different than that.
We show it on the screen.
It's me, long legs.
It's me, a long
But
legs.
you, Mike, I think you would like it, and you'd be very like impressed on.
I think
like,
I need to watch
how-
it at home. I can't watch a horror movie in the theater. The last time I saw anything scary in the theater was the closest was seeing The Dark Knight with Heath Ledger. When I was 18, I saw that at the midnight premiere, and I literally had a nightmare that the Joker was going to come and kill me.
Oh,
Get
His
ready for
performance
this.
was that good, and since then I'm like, I don't want to be stuck in a theater seeing something scary because it's going to imprint on my.
he thinks the Dark Knight's scary.
Yeah.
How's he going to make
Well, I
it
was
through this?
18. Also, that Joker performance.
I feel like then it would be like less scary. Like now I'd be like, oh, this could happen.
I saw the first Saw movie in theaters too when I was like 14, and that was a
Dude.
fucking horrific experience.
I just remember the trailer for Saw, just scaring the shit out of me with the guy with the contraption.
Oh,
on
I
his
yeah.
never
face.
want to
I
think
love
about
those
that
movies.
movie ever. Like if
Do you
I
wanna
can
play a game?
if I can Men in Black one memory from my head, it would be every scene from any of the songs.
So you
I
didn't
watched
see
like
the new one that came out like last
I
year?
watched the first like 2 or 3 when they came out, like in the whatever early 2000s, and I'm like, I never want to think about this ever again.
Yeah.
I don't want these images in my brain. I don't want this guy in my head. Get the fuck out.
People thinking of these movies, y'all are freaks.
Yeah, like
I remember when I think it was Drag Me to Hell. I think that was a movie that came out in theaters. It was like when 3D movies were like first becoming a thing. My friend Matt and I, we were like obsessed with that idea. So we're like, let's see a horror movie in 3D. So we bought tickets. It said 3D Drag Me to Hell. I'm pretty sure that was a movie. If it's not, it's something very similar and stupid. And we got there and we sit down and it's not fucking 3D. And so we watched it and we literally went the next day to go watch it in 3D because we were so obsessed with the idea of like watching it in 3D, and I hated it. I was like, this fucking sucks. Like my eyes feel weird.
I hate 3D movies.
I'm
then you
always
have to take-
taking the glasses off to like see what
What's the
is it.
difference?
Wait, are we
Yeah.
actually seeing it in 3D?
I took Mike to see Super Mario in 40X.
Oh, wow.
Have you ever done 40X where like the
No.
seats move around? Did you like it?
I did, but the
Like-
smells were not great because they also pump in fragrances and they're like so artificial.
It's like
and
Soarin', California.
Yeah.
it gave me
And
such
it's
a
kind of
headache.
the same scent every time.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
feel
it's just like-
this
yeah.
ocean breeze scent that they just
And
do.
there's wind that comes at you too.
Oh,
it's
cool.
pretty
and they
fun.
have like a little like piece of plastic underneath your feet that like moves
That's
around.
like literally what is it? Magic Kingdom? No, not Magic Kingdom. Animal Kingdom. They have
yeah,
a-
it's like those rides at
Yeah.
Disney where
The
they
Bugs
that
Life
scared the
ride,
shit out of
kinda.
me when I was a kid when it poked my leg. Like
Yeah.
it pokes your back.
Yeah.
Oh.
But the
As an adult,
40X,
I went and sat
I feel
with
like
my
they don't
legs
do that
up.
much anymore, do they? 40X. I feel
It's
like
just certain theaters have it in whatever big action.
Should I see
movie.
Long Legs and 40X?
I don't think they're showing it in 40X, but I remember seeing like Avatar in 40X, and like someone would get like an arrow through them, and like
You'd
your
feel
seat
it?
would like you would feel it in that part and then that part.
Oh, I think I
Whoa.
saw Avatar. No, I saw Avatar regular.
Just
The new
Mario.
one? Yeah.
Mario had a lot of bouncing in that, and I remember you and me were like, okay, wrap it up, wrap it up, boing boing.
Guys, I think I'm gonna start trying to wear a menstrual cup.
You
Oh.
are. You're gonna start wearing the
I got one. I got persuaded on TikTok.
only one.
Well, it's
Well-
just like I'm gonna try it out. No, like it's a pack. They
a
last for
pack.
12 hours.
Do they come in different colors and sizes?
What do you mean only one?
Well, okay. So
There's
I know
reusable
I had a
ones.
friend
Or
who
you,
was
like,
like,
use
a
it.
Diva cup,
Yeah.
but I was like, but do you have like one or two or three?
Oh,
Like,
I thought you meant wearing one inside of her.
Oh.
no, yeah, I'm not. Was she double
I'm
cupping?
putting 4 in
Well,
there
I was
just in
like,
case.
wait a minute.
No,
We'll see how it goes.
Because it turns out tampons have a bunch of terrible chemicals
yeah,
in
which
them.
like I'm not like that. I'm like obviously I'm drinking an energy drink.
Why
right
are
now.
they putting chemicals in tampons? Isn't it just a piece of fucking cotton with a string?
I mean, they're in everything.
Yeah, it's everything.
But shouldn't it
And
just
the
be...
country hates women, so why are we surprised?
No, not the country hates women. We hate women.
you specifically.
Kidding,
You two
kidding.
specifically. Yeah, but I'm curious. Apparently, everyone's saying like you don't cramp at all with the cups.
What's the difference?
I don't know.
You're not leaching like fucking neurotoxins into your body.
Yeah,
probably.
but like
I'm
I
curious how
don't
to, like-
really wear tampons.
I'm like
To
weirded
put,
out
like-
how to put it
what are you
in.
doing?
Well, does it
Free
just
bleed.
go up on top of where your cervix is?
Yeah,
like
you,
like a
like-
NuvaRing?
You like bend it, so it's like looks like a tampon, and you put it in.
It's like one of those
Yes.
things from the 90s where
Yes.
you like flip it upside
And then
down
it
and then
pops
you wait
out.
and then
Like
it
a
Like a
shoots up.
diaphragm?
No,
No,
like the
like
little
those
toys.
toys.
They
A
feel
little
like at
pop
your
thing.
dentist's
Oh, I
office
thought
when you're...
diaphragms are like those little toys.
Diaphragm is a contraceptive.
yeah, that's what it
I
is, and then
think.
I'm gonna pop it at Nolan. It's gonna go. It's gonna
Does it
fly
have
out.
little-
You wait for him at the bottom of the stairs. Nolan,
Come
come
here.
down.
Where do you pour it out at?
So the one I got is self-releasing. So anytime you go pee, it will like empty it, which I'm very weirded out about because I'm like, how does it know the difference between that and like me doing Pilates and like using the pelvic floor?
So you're
and
gonna be like peeing and blood coming out.
I don't
at the
really know.
same
I'm just gonna
time?
see how it goes. People
What's
have
the
said it's great and it lasts 12 hours. It's the same thing as like 4 to 6 tampons. or
How far are you
something.
gonna put it up?
I'll have to figure all that out.
Yes, Diva.
Yes.
Yes.
I wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, I'll do it for you. And then apparently it's really easy to get out. Like that. So we'll see. I'll give you guys an update when we record
Please
again.
do. And then do you put it in like the dishwasher to like
These ones are not reusable. They're like start off with these like disposable ones because the reusables like it's a lot. You have to like have special
so
stuff
these
to
are
clean it.
trainees? Like-
Yeah, they're my training wheels. I'm just
Yeah.
curious. I've always been curious. I'm also like sketched about how do I know it's not going to leak and like sleeping with it. I
Yeah.
don't know. We'll see. But there's no sign. Like no one's ever had toxic shock from those or anything. So I'm kind
Carly's
of
got a
curious.
heavy flow too.
I do have a heavy flow sometimes.
Have you ever tried the underwear?
Nyx.
There's a few different brands. I
bought
think,
like
yeah.
period
Sorry,
panties.
I gave a weird look on my face.
Wait, what?
I was like, the reason I'm on camera, just talking. No, this is educational. Okay.
It's so educational.
Wait, Nyx or there's a
I think there's like different brands that are like underpants.
Yeah, they're underwear that like absorb underpants.
They
Trapped in
don't,
underpants.
but they don't go inside of you. It's
No, they're just like
No, it's like a-
absorbent underwear. It's like
Yeah.
a diaper,
Yeah.
but not a diaper. It's just
okay.
But I feel like that might be also a
I just, like-
healthier.
yeah,
It's
totally.
like free bleeding.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
and
just
that's what
wouldn't
you
trust
do?
that it wouldn't.
Yeah,
leak.
just free bleed.
It's everywhere.
Do you actually? You can't do that in 2024.
Yeah, I think you can free.
No, people do.
Erin's so lucky though. You don't even need to like wear tampons, really.
Yeah.
Right?
What?
I typically wear like a panty liner.
Oh, that's right. I do too, just for funsies.
Yeah.
In your boxers.
If I eat Thai food, you know.
What? Oh, Matt, I have a gift for you actually.
A gift for me.
Yeah, it's a silly little post birthday. Like no more cancer.
And
I
you
guess.
have to
You have to.
use it right now.
Yeah, you have to.
What is it? A Diva cup? What is it? No! No!
What is this?
No!
You don't actually have to use it
Oh,
right now.
Da Bomb?
It's Da Bomb hot sauce from Hot Ones.
Ones.
Have you ever had it, Mike?
Nope.
You should try.
I will never try this.
This for the people who don't know, on Hot Ones, this is one of the most lethal ones. And if you've been a big fan of Carly and Aaron's vlogs, there was a vlog where they came over to Zane's house and we put this on a chip. And I did a bit of a heroic dose on a chip, thinking it'd be nothing. Buddy, I was under the sink for
It's hilarious.
30 minutes after.
It's
I'm so
crazy.
Curious, like how much they cut during Hot Ones
Oh,
when
so
people
much.
eat it.
So
Yeah.
much.
Because like that's got to be like a
Thank you.
long-winded.
I mean, the thing is about
Segment.
this specific hot sauce is it feels like it's not normal hot sauce where it's just like hot in your mouth and then after a couple minutes it goes away. It feels like you burned your mouth and throat with like a curling iron, and
Yeah.
Oh,
and it
God.
doesn't go away. Like you can
Yum.
drink water and it's fine, and then it comes right back. You drink water, it's fine. The thing is with this, like every time I watch Hot Ones, I'm like, they need to be eating ice because when I did it, as long as I was eating ice, it was fine. So I had ice in my mouth for like an hour, and I was fine.
Yeah, and it's such like a deep
It's
heat.
crazy. It doesn't even like
It's not like
taste good.
zesty. It's not like buffalo.
No, it's like it's like a hot sauce you'd put in like one drop in like a giant bowl of like soup you're making for a bunch of people
Chipotle
or
peppers.
something.
Chipotle peppers.
I think
That's
it's
where
not-
I was like, I remember it's a very like smoky taste.
Yeah.
But
They used to do the wall of shame where like a lot of celebrities in the early days of Hot Ones wouldn't finish it. They would like give up. Like DJ Khaled gave up after 3.
And he was eating Cholula.
Cholula.
Yeah, no, he's
They weren't even these kinds
It
of
was
sauce.
crazy.
bitch made.
We did a video where it was like, because I cannot eat hot sauce, like it's too hot for me, but he only, I think, got 3 of them. And I was like, I need to make it past this man. So we went out and bought all of the hot sauces. They were literally at the time just ones you could get at the grocery store. And I beat him.
Wow.
As you should.
His episode is
Embarrassing.
horrific.
It's really embarrassing.
And
It's
so
like
and
really.
there was other celebrities that would like along the way, and then they would add them to the wall of shame. And then he like talked about it in an interview once where they basically like they
Sean
don't
or
Sean, yeah, that they stopped showing when a celebrity doesn't get past a certain wing. So if you notice sometimes like they don't eat 10 wings. And like, I think they delete comments and stuff because they don't ever talk about it. And they say, oh, you finished the wings of death. But there's definitely celebrities that are not eating all of them. They just don't show us anymore.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's why I think some of them are not as like intense, because if they're just like, I'm done after 4.
I'm surprised it's
No.
still going. Like who?
there's no way that they only do 4.
Not
And then we don't notice.
maybe not 4,
But
but
he
like
introduces like every sauce.
sometimes, not every episode.
Okay, do you watch every Hot Ones?
I'm pretty sure they
No.
do.
Do you just wait for a celebrity you like
Yeah.
is on it?
He watches the intro.
Yeah, I just
who's like, oh my gosh, new Hot Ones. Oh, they didn't eat that one. Like, who's actively
there's
I
a
love
huge
Hot
audience.
But it's
Where you will just watch whoever it is.
No, normally if I like them.
Yeah, I usually will. If it's like a comedian where it's going to be funny, I'll watch that. Like Conan's was unbelievable.
Oh yeah, Sabrina Carpenter was just on. I was like, I don't like know her personality at all. So I was like curious.
What?
Sabrina Carpenter doing Hot Ones. It's just
Doing
funny.
what Hot Ones?
I'm just picturing like little adorable Sabrina Carpenter, just like
Yeah, I know, but it was cute. I like it. I think it's just like such a good way to interview somebody.
Yeah.
It's entertaining. It's
Yeah.
not like, and he has such good questions that aren't,
And it always takes them by surprise. They're like, how the fuck did you know that?
yeah.
he does ask great questions.
It's also crazy that he's not the owner of the show or the channel. Like he's just an employee
He is.
at it's
Like he was hired to be the host.
Complex Magazine was where the company that he worked at, and him and his like buddy came up with this idea, and then they filmed it at the Complex Studios, and it was on this channel called First We Feast, which he doesn't own, and he doesn't own that channel. And then Complex like sold off part of their business or something to BuzzFeed. BuzzFeed's actually trying to sell the show now for $70 million, but he doesn't own any of it. Like,
Oh, what a shame.
He's just like a guy who hosts the show. It's like,
Damn.
it's like
Still, if I owned
like
that
late night.
and I knew that our
Yeah.
host was like the key ingredient to the show,
It's
I'd
tough.
at least throw him a chunky bone off.
I mean, hopefully he's making a good pay
Yeah,
deal.
he's making
Like
so much. It's
also,
like,
like, making him
any
famous,
any
too.
talk show host.
Yeah, but I feel like he probably would be making way more if it was his channel.
Of course.
they're-
That's like if Jimmy Kimmel owned ABC or whatever the fuck he
or
does.
the girl from the podcast that every girl likes. She left Barstool.
Alex Hooper, Call Her
yes,
Daddy.
Call Her Daddy. Yes.
Did you know that Rosie O'Donnell had like a different desk every like episode of her show when she had her like talk show in the morning?
Holy
so
shit.
a brand would sponsor the desk, so it'd be like, this is the Play-Doh desk, like, but it's a Rosie
are there
O'Donnell
that many
themed
desks?
desk.
Yeah, how are
This
there
is
that
the
many
minute
desk companies?
They would just
Back
get
then?
an advertiser. Maybe it was only for 1 year where she had a different desk
Yeah.
for everyone, but now you can go bid and there's auctions of
To buy the Rosie O'Donnell desks?
for that one episode. So there's a
Whoa.
bunch of different ones out there that you can get your hands on, but you can own a desk that was once Rosie O'Donnell's desk.
Are they
for-
all like desk, or are some of them like funny,
They're,
like
they're
toy
fun.
looking
Like
ones?
it would be like for Star Wars, it would be
Oh,
like
cool.
Yoda's face. It
I'll have
says
to see.
Rosie, or the Play-Doh one is this one. There's
You get one and I actually use it as a desk. Like the Star
I
Wars
just think
one.
it'd
or
be
something.
so badass to have a Rosie O'Donnell desk in like your house.
I want to own a Bob Ross original. Apparently, there's over 30,000 Bob
but
Ross
they're
paintings.
all in the vault.
Yeah.
How much
you
would that cost, do you think?
Nobody knows because they were never for sale. They were only like given out to friends, and they're all in some vault that no one has access to. But can you imagine, like, you get to see the episode and then you have the actual.
Yeah. How much, if you had to put a price on how much do you think one painting would be?
If
what
there's
would it be?
30,000 of them, they can't be that much. But I feel like if one would sell, they'd probably sell for like $10,000-$20,000 right now because they're
And
so
you'd
rare.
buy that?
I wouldn't know. That's insane.
Yeah.
I'll
but-
paint you one if you want.
You know what?
I'll just paint you one.
I think $10,000-$20,000 for a Bob Ross original, first time out of the gate, not that bad of an investment.
Like, I would love to go to someone's house and they're like, want to see something sick? And they show me a Bob Ross original. I'm like waiting for the day where someone we know has a Bob Ross. but you never see them.
No.
I'm just gonna print one out and tell you that it is. You'd literally never know the difference.
It has like
you
a
can tell if there's.
You'd never know.
Sometimes, or no, a good hack like for prints though is you just get the print done and then you go buy Mod Podge. You know what that is? Like that clear kind of glue.
Yeah.
Then go on top of that, on top of the print, and just make like brush stroke.
To make it look like it's a
To
real
make
painting.
it look like it's painting, and then let it seal, and then it actually looks like a real.
So the president almost got assassinated.
Gosh, can you believe that? I was at a wedding when it happened. Felt so bad for the bride because like suddenly all the guests, everyone's on their phones. That's all the men are just like
God.
standing around talking about it.
Was it after the ceremony or before the ceremony?
It was before the reception, so it was during the cocktail hour.
They just play the
Oh
news
my
during
God.
the reception. Just full TV.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Adam was on the phone with his dad, and he's like, "Wait, what?" I was like, "What?" My dad just said Trump got shot, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Okay." Where did he see this? On like Facebook.com/Patriot
Yeah,
News.
that's what I was doing at
It's
the
an AI.
party. My
Yeah,
guy
it's
has
just-
like InfoWars up, and I'm like, I'm not reading this. He's like, it happened. It happened.
Insane. Yeah. Fuck, I had something else.
To say
Yeah.
funny or not?
Yeah.
Well, it definitely wasn't Richard Simmons.
I know. That always happens where like a celebrity that people love dies, and then something else happens that's bigger in the news that like
Yeah.
completely overshadows it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say someone that people don't love doesn't.
What's crazy about Richard Simmons, I drove right by his house like a week, 2 weeks before I left town, and I was like, Richard Simmons' house is right
I feel like
there.
we just missed out on like a week of content of like the best Richard Simmons things and like interviews with him where he was like such a great
Well,
guy.
a bunch
and
of people died.
who else died?
Shannon Doherty.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that her name?
Oh, and the girl from The Shining.
Oh, Shelley
yes.
Duvall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
And then
died.
there was another. I can't remember, but there was a fourth. Because someone was like, it's always happening in threes. And then they were like, oh my God, this person too.
That's so sad. Poor Richard Simmons. He was always.
Oh, that was what I was going to say, where Coldplay was watching the soccer game. Or not Coldplay, The Killers. Did you see that clip?
Yes.
Where they put on like they were in, I think, England, and they like stopped their show to show the end of the soccer game where England won.
You mean football?
Football, yeah. And then like game is over, and then they go, and I'm falling asleep. And the whole stadium, like after their team just won, they played Mr. Brightside, and it was just like one of the greatest videos I've ever seen.
It was a
Everyone's
nice
like,
touch.
I thought this was going to be related to the Trump
Me too.
shooting, so I
No,
was
it was
very
the exact
confused.
opposite. It was the exact opposite of like just the absolute best.
Oh, that's so sick.
good vibes.
Thank God they won.
I know. That's what I was thinking too. Like this is a bold thing to like put your team.
I think
Imagine
they already
they lost.
knew that they were ahead. It wasn't like a winning goal that would happen. They were down to like the final 4 minutes
Still,
of the
it's-
game,
I mean-
and they knew they were ahead. and
Imagine they
just
lose in
wanted
the
to
Yeah,
final.
win.
but then
Sounds like-
imagine a last minute goal. They lose. It goes to a
like,
shootout.
shut up.
Yeah,
Good night,
like-
everybody.
I'm falling asleep. I'm just calling it a
Yikes.
Just really awk.
Are you guys going to go to the Republican National Convention
I was thinking
How much
about
are
it.
tickets?
Where is it?
in Milwaukee?
Oh, that's right. No, but I've been like I watched some of it because I just wanted to see like what the vibe was with Trump the first day, and then I couldn't take it, so I turned it off.
Even he
I
was sleeping.
I was like, I hate that. I know.
They get the worst celebs, I feel like, at the Republican
Amber
National
Rose.
Convention. Yeah, like, oh, we want to hear
I
what
know.
Amber Rose has to
Didn't
say.
she make like a rap too? And it's just like, yes, there's like a
Yes.
Republican convention rap, and it's like her and I don't know who it is. I saw like 2 seconds and I couldn't handle it, but
no.
it's you'd probably laugh. It's probably
I saw
very
a clip
cringy.
of her like just speaking, and everyone was just
I saw
like,
that.
I know, I saw
The
that
memes,
too.
the memes are
I saw a
unbelievable.
funny tweet.
And it's always like John Voight will
Yeah,
speak, and
yeah.
we're like,
Oh,
oh,
he
because
was
we
there too?
love knowing what John Voight's up to.
I saw a picture of her, and it's like her face, and it says, "Oh, I always wondered what that tattoo says," and it's the tattoo on her head, and it just says "Google Project 2025."
Well, what's so interesting to me about was when they have celebrities, it's like I feel like so many Republicans are always like Hollywood. But then when it's like,
Okay,
But then they'll
true.
take whatever celebrity they can get.
yeah, and like you're literally voting for
Oh my God, you're right.
someone from Hollywood.
Yeah, no, they're the most.
No,
It
but
doesn't make
Trump
any
is supposed to
sense.
take all the Hollywood pedophiles down.
No,
He's
they're-
literally a pedophile.
Yeah. Oh my
No,
God.
he isn't.
Have you read that court case of Trump and the 13-year-old girl?
I didn't read it, but
Oh my God,
yeah.
it is the
I don't
worst.
even know if I know this.
In like I can't remember what year. You just Google Trump 13-year-old court document. It is the worst like 2 pages of thing you'll ever read in your life. Him and Jeff Epstein just
And it's like proven.
Well, so
or not proven, but like
the case I think got dismissed because and
Because
also,
they're rich?
Well, in the thing, it was like, if you tell anybody about this, I will kill you and your family, and we know how to do that. Like in the court filing is what she claimed. And so it didn't go through the court system because she ended up settling, which happens a lot. Like if you can't fight it in court, they'll take a payout. But yeah, half of America has just lost their fucking goddamn minds. It's insane.
Yeah.
Is JD Vance going to be the VP?
There, they announced it.
Oh, they did officially.
Where you been?
I don't know. I thought it was like he was picked up, and it was like rumored that he
Well,
was
they're all
most
mad
likely
now
going to
about
be
that.
Well, yeah, because his wife
Republicans
is
are?
Indian.
Yeah, because his wife is from India,
And they have a kid.
what a scandal!
and his
She's
kids
an
are named like
immigrant.
his kids
I
are
know.
named like Vivek and like whatever. So all the white nationalists are like, "This is going to be our guy." Like fucking goddamn, like they're all going against each
They're all
other.
just gonna.
Well, it was like Trump was on such a high. Everyone was like, American hero. And then like 2 days later, he announced this guy. And then like all the crazies are like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Didn't this guy
So I'm
like
like, thank
hate
God.
Trump like
Yes.
originally?
Oh,
He
Yeah.
called
they all
him
did.
Hitler.
Yeah.
Wow.
He called him Hitler, what, in 2016? Or was it
Yeah.
20? Yeah.
I mean, Ted Cruz, Nikki Haley also, like, as of 3 months ago, was like, he's a threat to our democracy. And then, I support that.
Yeah.
Just, the hypocrisy is beyond insane. But
So are you voting for Trump?
I've already voted 4 times.
Yeah.
Mail-in ballots, January 6th.
Because it's obviously easy to just fake vote.
Yeah, I
Do
know.
you
I
think
know.
now it's like he has it in the bag?
I think the way that the news cycle is so like moves so quickly in like September, no one's even gonna remember that he got shot.
I think that it was like when that happened, we were all like, fuck. But I do think his VP like kind of evened it out.
And just the news cycle in general,
Yeah.
like some other crazy shit is gonna happen. Biden's gonna like poop his pants or something, and like
Yeah.
we're gonna just forget all
And then
about
he's
it.
back in.
That's his bullet, pooping his pants.
Yeah. I mean, Saturday was so great for just like memes on Twitter.
Oh my god, the tweets. I mean, I think a lot of people are probably gonna be like on FBI watch lists and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, oh, yeah, for
And
sure.
I definitely was like not trying to post anything because I don't want to be, but I was liking a lot of
Me
stuff
too.
to like
Well, I was just showing Mike this funny ass tweet.
the Super Mario one.
Yeah.
I feel like we could put that one up.
No, that's fine.
I have
It's-
one more I want to show you guys too. I know we
it's,
can put it up on the screen.
Mario tweeted the day before it happened saying, good night. Mario's got a little something set up for a tomorrow, so look out for that. And then the next day he quote tweeted saying, that was not what I meant.
That was like actually Nintendo or like
No,
No,
just
just a random account. But
like, so my feed was
That's
just
not
like
what I
shit
meant.
like that. And I was like, cackling.
that is so funny.
that was not the one I meant.
Where is your like tinfoil hat at this point in time?
Whenever there's like a crazy news event, everybody thinks they have the answer immediately.
Yeah.
And then especially in today's day and age with Twitter, like,
Oh, yeah.
my thought is like never look at tweets when something is happening.
Right.
Look at verified news sources because they actually have teams on the ground where they can verify things.
on the ground.
Like, yeah, cross check it, make sure it's real. And like the first headline on Twitter is like, you know, Trump got shot and he fell down, which like, yes, that happened. But the news headline was loud bangs, you know, speech interrupted, because that's all we actually know at the time. And within,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5 hours, a couple days, things come out. But the immediate conspiracy theories are like, oh, it was a BB gun. It wasn't a BB gun. Nobody else got hit. Somebody got hit. So
I don't get why people just can't wait until they have all the information.
It's
and
such
then
an
you can-
adrenaline
like,
rush
We're
to-
at the wedding, and then like I'm with guests, and they're refreshing. They're like, actually, it was 2 shooters. No, yeah, one's in custody. Actually, he's down, but he's getting. I'm like,
I know, it's
you are
like,
not
what?
accomplishing anything
No.
right now in this moment.
I know.
Like, and you are thinking you're gonna figure it out and be the Sherlock Holmes of the whole moment. It's not gonna happen. Just put your phone away and wait till you have all the information.
Yeah, I mean, at a wedding is crazy. However, I will say just being at home, I was like, what's going on?
I was refreshing. I was doing that.
I had the news on. Like, I never have the news on because I was just curious, like, because like what Mike said, like, actual, like,
yeah, news.
the proven things that are going on. I was like, I want to see what they're saying. Because at the time, too, it was like, oh, glass hit him. And then it was like,
Totally.
We
oh, he
still,
got
which we
shot.
still don't know. Like, there's still conspiracies days later. Like, he was golfing the next day without a bandage, and then at the RNC he had a bandage.
Yeah.
And like,
He really was golfing the
next morning.
I saw
day?
on Twitter there was like a tag. It was like, actually, this was earlier. It was like July 3rd.
Oh,
or
that
something.
wasn't him golfing?
Yeah, okay.
Apparently.
Let's see. Let's get that right.
Well, what is a fact is that Biden called the wife of the guy who got killed, and she declined the call, and Trump has not reached out about that at all. Is that
she
surprising?
said, she was like, my husband wouldn't want me talking to him because he's so deeply Republican.
Oh, I understand that. I'm surprised that Trump in his team. Oh,
You're surprised that Trump hasn't reached out?
that no
You're
one
surprised someone declined the call from the president of the United States?
I think he means like when
I'm
you're
not
that
surprised
insane.
that Trump himself hasn't reached out. I'm surprised nobody on Trump's team was like, "Hey, maybe you should give that woman a call."
That surprises you?
The guy who
I don't
fucked
know.
up,
We're running a campaign.
the guy
here.
who fucked a prostitute while his third wife was pregnant is not gonna. Yeah, no, that's not surprising at all.
I don't know. I'm just talking about the West Wing. Or like when I watch the West Wing, you have a whole team of people who are thinking big picture here, and they're the ones who are feeding the president ideas that look good, make the campaign look good. I'm saying I'm shocked nobody on Trump's team, God love America,
wild.
It is
that would not reach out to that woman.
I agree with you. I think that's crazy.
Donald.
Having seen and understanding his experience as a person in politics since 2015, so almost 10 years, it is the least surprising thing to me that he did not reach out to the woman whose husband got killed.
Well, I was telling Carla, like the whole interaction that like they posted from the wife was just so like comedic, because she goes on to be like, Biden did reach out. He wants to talk to me and send his condolences, but I'm not interested in doing that because I want to like respect what I think my husband would want, and that is that he's like so Republican and he would never want me to speak to this man. However, I have nothing against Joe Biden. Like,
it's brain rot. It's a cult.
Whatever. And she's like, I am voting for Trump, but like nothing against Biden. And then literally the like statement ends by like, Trump has not reached out to like blah, blah, blah. And it's like just like so funny watching her like praise this man, and like then the one person who literally had nothing to do with this situation is the one reaching out to you.
The president. How are you not gonna? How are you gonna?
I know.
That's what I said. I was like, who
president?
cares who it is at that point? Like, it's the
Even if
president
you
calling
like,
you.
you pick up the phone and you're like, "Fuck you, Biden."
Yeah.
Like at least you could be like, "I talked to him on
What
the
about
phone."
these gas prices, Biden? Like, whatever you want to say, like, just say it. You couldn't actually talk to him.
It's really scary how culty these Trump people are. Like,
Well, I also was telling Carly, like, right as it was happening, like I immediately was like, "Oh, what is everyone saying on Facebook?"
oh my
I thought
god.
that too. I didn't see anything at all.
The first thing I see, my uncle, Hillary did this. This was all Hillary. I'm like, oh, hell yeah.
Oh god.
Like, I love that shit.
What,
Because
her
it's just
emails
like the
killed her?
dumbest people. And I'm like, I love when you guys like do that.
When you get a call from the White House, how do you know it's from
Well, I feel
the
like
White
it's
House? Do you get like a text going, "Hey, yo, this is like"?
I feel like they probably
pick
get a
up.
pre-call from like
Yeah.
the team.
Well, yeah, but even
what
that,
number?
like,
what
it's a
number is that
scam.
pre-call? If I get a phone number that I do not have saved in my phone, I send it like straight to voicemail, or I completely ignore it.
Me too.
I just
Maybe they
I'd
have an
miss it.
email.
I'd miss
They might
it.
send a text message. They might send an email. They might be like, "Here, call this number to verify."
Send someone to the door.
Oh
yeah,
man, I would
They're the
be like,
fucking
this
White
is a
House.
scam. Like, how am I gonna? I guess unless something like that happened, then it'd be less
Yeah.
scam feeling. But
yeah.
I was telling Aaron this, like, controversial maybe, but like people calling Trump an American hero.
Absolutely not.
I'm
Not
like, no,
controversial.
He didn't like step in. This is what I said. I was like, he didn't step in front of someone and take a bullet for somebody. He
No, in
literally
fact,
got
the
shot at.
opposite. He moved
just
out of
got
the way,
shot.
and someone else died.
Yeah,
like,
he just got shot at. Like, how does that make? Sorry, how
He
does that
also-
make you an American hero?
dodged the draft when he was supposed to go fight for our country, and he
Yeah.
didn't fight.
Exactly.
So I love the tweets of the veterans who are like, "You did not take a bullet for this country. I fucking did.
Yeah.
Fuck you."
Yeah,
Yeah.
God, I'm getting irrationally angry at Trump these days. It's insane.
I think it's rational.
No, it is rational, but it's just insane that people are like, "Yeah, no, this is my guy."
I think we just need to, do a little substitution with Biden. Get a Hawkeye in there.
JB Pritzker,
Who's that?
the governor of Illinois.
I haven't even heard of him.
I love JB Pritzker.
I don't think he's gonna get swapped out.
What?
It's just not gonna happen.
When do they have to?
I think
Then we're not winning this election.
I think we will.
You think so?
It really just comes down to the swing states. It's like
Yeah.
Wisconsin, Florida, Pennsylvania. and I don't know, whatever the other swing states are. That's where it matters. That's
We
it.
should do poll night here.
Live
We should
stream.
do election night.
stream.
Hey, Mike, what do we got? Which states? What do we need? How's the electoral
Me and
college
Aaron are
going?
just like making TikToks.
No, I would be drinking.
That
There we
was,
go, that'd be
dude,
fun.
the night that he won in 2016, I went
yeah.
to, we had like
I
a,
didn't even know what was going on.
I was with
Oh
you.
yeah, we're with
we,
Christine Sidelko at my ex's house.
we were all like in a great mood that night.
God,
Woo, let's
yeah.
go.
we had tickets to like a first woman president party, like in Brooklyn that we were going to go to.
Oh shit.
And we were
That's so
we were
crazy.
pre-gaming it at our friend's house, and then the news was like, Trump just won Wisconsin, and now he won Florida. This electoral math is not looking great. And we all were just like, what the fuck is happening? Party got canceled. The next morning, it was like 9/11 in New York. Like, nobody, there was not a car on the road. People were not happy. It was the most like down, like we were like, oh, we're fucked. Like, life is over. But
I was just like on the couch eating sushi on my phone, and TJ
Like, in
was with.
2016.
Yeah, and TJ.
like people were crying in the streets. It was
That
a,
SNL sketch though is really great that they did about that night.
oh, with Dave Chappelle, where they're like,
Oh, it's like just a party, like a bunch of like white people sitting around a TV going, "Yeah, I heard that we're gonna be really locking it down in a bunch of the states." Like it goes from like this good mood to like,
it's like Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock, I think, are in it. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh shit.
I just like didn't care then.
Well,
I didn't understand either, Ben. I was like, I don't know why this is like a big deal, but obviously.
I was just like, oh, he won't win.
I mean, yeah, it didn't seem like, I don't think he thought he was going to win.
Yeah.
I remember when he was first running and we were in your apartment and we were just pulling up Trump compilations when he was running and we were like, this is ridiculous. Could you
I
imagine if
remember
he
that.
actually
Yeah.
even became the nominee?
Oh
And then he
God.
ended up
so
becoming
funny.
the president.
I
Like
don't
that's
remember that.
crazy.
Yeah,
Oh
he
yeah.
was a fucking clown for
Bing
a
bong,
long
bing
time.
bong.
But those debates, those early debates where it was like 15-on-1 were hilarious. He is, as piece of shit as he is, he's pretty funny in
Yeah,
the debates.
He's
no,
so
I know.
funny.
So funny.
But if you do live in a swing state, please register to vote. And do not vote for the insurrectionist who wants to overthrow the government.
I think yeah.
No, I'm taking. This is my opinion.
Okay, yeah,
If
yeah.
Yeah,
you
no,
live in a
don't
swing
vote
state,
for Trump.
yeah, I mean, this is a very clear. He
Protect
wants,
women.
protect women, protect the Constitution, protect the Supreme Court, protect
The
immigrants'
gays.
rights,
Yeah.
protect gay rights, protect workers' rights. Google Project 2025, especially if you live in a swing state. Do not
Scary.
sit this one
Can you
out.
like
And
sum
people-
up Project 2025 really fast? 'Cause
Yeah.
I tried to, and I was like, I'm probably not even saying it right.
Basically, the first time around, Trump went into office, and there were still a lot of Republicans who like believed in the American government, believed in the rule of law, and like he wasn't able to kind of be the dictator that he wanted to be and like arrest, governors of Democratic states, which is things he wanted to do, shoot protesters who were protesting him, which is something he wanted to do, because we had the CIA, FBI staff that like were believing in America. Now, what's happened in the last 4 years is this company called the Heritage Foundation, which is like a right-wing Republican think tank, has put together like a 900-page plan that if Trump wins, they're going to put in like 45,000 or some insane number of people who are loyal only to Trump to basically enact a complete overhaul of the entire federal government to allow for things like arresting the governor of a blue state if they want, completely eliminating abortion nationwide, federal ban, a ban on contraceptives, a ban on eliminating overtime. If you work like a job, they want to eliminate the ability to collect overtime. It's just like an absolute fucking
Like The Handmaid's Tale.
yeah, 100%. Like it is the scariest like legislation ever. And Trump has said like, oh yeah, I don't know about it, but every single person that has written it is someone who was on his staff in the last election. And it's just like the scariest fucking thing in the world. This is the most important election. You have to vote against Donald Trump. It's a fucking nightmare.
Oh my God.
Anyway, we'll be live on election night streaming.
Doing the polls.
What day? November what?
Like I literally had a nightmare like 2 nights ago that I was watching the map of the thing and every state was red. Like even California, I was like, what was going on here?
God.
How is this possible?
November 5th is election day.
Shit.
Remember
the 5th of November, the gunpowder treason and
That's
plot.
also Chris Clemens' birthday.
Oh,
Shout out
no.
Chris Clemens.
sucks.
I hope it goes well.